Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, May 3rd, 2026, and it's time for your Sunday reading. I'm Dolly. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and I'm really glad that you're here. We're going to go to the other camera and we're going to do our reading, and we're just going to ask Spirit to give us some advice for the week. You know, what are things that we need to look for? What are things that we need to do to navigate through this week? So let's get over to the other camera and we'll get that started. All right, so I got a new deck I'm going to be using today along with the Shaman's Dream. So I got the Shaman's Dream and I got the Shaman's Tarot. Both are by Alberto Villoldo. This one's with Colette Baron-Reid, and this one is with Patricia Gift as the artist. So I thought this would be a neat combo to use. We're going to give it a shot. And I'm hoping that we'll be using this for the month of May. So let me go ahead and get these cards shuffled. And as I do, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land and my home, the Landvatir and the Husvatir, to surround us. And I'm going to ask the ancestors to give us wisdom. What do we need to know to navigate through this upcoming week, Spirit? Please and thank you, and I love you. All right, so let's start with the first card over here. We have Eye of the Needle. Intentionality. Ooh, Eye of the Needle. Intentionality. Let's flip over this card. We also got the Six of Wands. Very interesting. Okay, so this is a victory celebration. This is a popular new leader. Okay? And this is intentionality. You know, it's the eye of a needle is very, very small. So for you to get anything through the eye of a needle, well, one, it needs to be very small, but two, you need to be intentional. You need to be intentional in your direction, how you're directing, like the thread, right? You have to be very intentional about how you set that through. So you may find yourself this week, or we may find ourselves this week, in a position where we're either choosing a leader or stepping up to be a leader ourselves. And it's going to be through intentionality that we become the good leader or choose the good leader. Oh, that's very interesting. Let's see what the next card has to say. Okay, we have Drifter. Experience life as it comes. This is a really pretty, I don't know if you guys can see this. I know my camera isn't the greatest, but there is a junk type boat drifting between a whole bunch of waterfalls. Just drifting along. Experience life as it comes. How would that be something to see, hey? And the tarot card is the Queen of Wands. This is very interesting, getting the Queen of Wands. I believe that Katie got the Queen of Wands yesterday in Saturday Solutions on her channel. So it's interesting that I am also getting the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very courageous, very independent leader. So this is interesting. We've got two cards in a row now that like speak of leadership. Okay, leadership and taking on leadership as it comes to you. Drifter, experience life as it comes. She's also very nurturing. She's very wise. But yeah, she's a very strong leader. And that's very interesting to me that we got these two leadership cards in a row. Now, for the third card, I actually had two cards that flipped over. So the first card is The farther gate. The farther gate. It's a bold step forward. Wow. And the other card that I got is Horseman, Herald of Change. Ooh, let's see what the tarot card is. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is a disappointment card. It can be a heartbreak kind of card, you know? And what I'm feeling from Spirit is if we don't take the bold step forward, if we don't usher in change, we are going to be setting ourselves up for heartbreak. So I feel like Spirit is saying, now is not the time to be an armchair warrior. Now is not the time to be an armchair leader. And what we need right now is not an armchair warrior or an armchair leader. We need somebody who is going to take that bold step forward to herald in the change. If we don't, we're going to get heartache. Oh my gosh. So this week, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You know, things are starting to heat up going into the summer towards midterm elections. And although I don't like talking about politics, I feel like we are going to see people rising up and boldly stepping forward to usher in the change that we need, that is necessary. And we absolutely need change. We absolutely have to have it. We cannot sit back and allow our country to continue on the path that it is on. We need to be very intentional about who we are choosing. Who are we going to thread through the needle to bring about this bold leader and bold change? You know, we need somebody who is going to step up and be courageous and bold and be filled with enterprise and distinction. Our country needs this. Our country needs to be taken seriously again. And our country needs to be taken seriously as a promoter of peace, as a promoter of progression, not as a bully, not as a war starter, not as a country that's trying to wall itself off from the rest of the world. No, we need somebody who's bold and courageous to step forward. So this is very interesting. We'll have to see how the week unfolds and what comes about this week. But yeah, let's keep our eyes wide open. Be in the moment. Watch for this. Watch for this moment this week. It's coming. Change is coming. Let's get over to the other camera. I want to thank you guys for coming today. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend here. And we'll see you all this week on Wednesday for Good Morning Coffee and Talk at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah! Take care. All right, bye-bye.